folks, welcome back. We're doing another Nirvana tune, Scentless Apprentice. So let us waste no time and dive straight in with the tuning. To play along with the album, you're going to need to tune your whole guitar down half a step, and then you're going to go into drop D tuning effectively, right? So your low E needs to go down 3 frets worth. So it goes down to C sharp, and then the rest of the guitar strings are just half a step down, okay? So it should sound like this. You're going to need a distortion pedal. I'm using 2 Boss pedals for this one. I'm using the DS1W with these settings. Now the other effect I'm using is the Boss DM101, which is an analog delay pedal. I have it on the vintage setting, which is essentially a DM2 or DM2W. But I mean, any analog pedal is going to get you there. This also has modulation on it as well though, right? And I think there's flange on this as well, possibly. But that is what you want to head for. And that is without the distortion pedal on, okay? You need like about 6 or 7 repeats, and you need the delay time to be pretty quick, like a slapback type affair, right? Listen really carefully, right? When you listen to the beginning of the song, when the drums come in, the snare drum, you'll hear this. But then together with the distortion, we have this. And that is pretty darn close, I think. So let's crack on with the first riff, shall we? So the drums kick things off. You could always palm mute and play along with the snare drum if you wish, but you could just kick in with this. That's the first bit, right? Let me do it without any effect. You'll hear this. Pretty straightforward. You're playing the B and the E, or the first and second string, and then the first string. So down, up, right? First finger on the first fret on the top string. Up 1 fret. And then you play 3rd fret and slide up to roughly the 15th fret. In fact, I play with my first and second fingers. So I go to my second finger there actually. And that is it. Sounds really cool with the distortion though. So then you take the reverb off and then you're going to play this. That 4 times. So we have straightforward enough, right? Down, down, up, down. Down, 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 up. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Up at the end, right? 4, 4, 0, 4. And then another one after this rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Right? So the only difference between the first bar and the second bar is rather than playing, you play 1/8 notes rather than quarter notes, okay? One thing that I always thought that this did was I thought I heard that in there, but that isn't the case. He's just playing. But if you miss the low E, hear how you you can hear that, you hear that going on, right? And it's just a little bit of a trick of the ear, really. But I do think that sometimes for those two, I'm just catching the A and the D string. Because then that accentuates that low E, right? You know, it's not E, is it? It's C sharp. But there we go. So just something you might want to incorporate if you like the sound of that yourself. I do, so that's why I do it. Then for the verse, we add another 2 bars to that same phrase, which is... Again, let's go clean. I would do an open E string with all of these notes, right? You're essentially going... just that. 8th notes, and you're gradually bending up the 4th fret on the 2nd string. But I would include the open 1st string as well. And then you've got... like that. Same riff as before, right? Pretty straightforward, right? Like that. Then you're going to put the delay on again, right? Because then for the bridge, you play this. Like that, and then back into like that. So again, such a lush tone, isn't it, that? Gives it a really cool kind of warmth. But let me do it clean, so it's just... So you're basically going to go 3rd fret. This is all on the 5th string, what would be the A string. Then we go into this pattern. All the way up there to the 10th fret. Then we're going to do just 8th notes. And then back into that same pattern. So the only little variance is that. The last bar is just again bending up the 12th fret on the 5th string. So one more time with the effects slowly. And then straight into this again. Like that, right? You actually repeat the entire thing again, and then you play that same riff before you go into the solo. And you can just be playing stuff like... And then I think there's... So just make a load of noise there, but those are some suggestions that you could use for the solo. Half a step bend there, full step bend on the 7th fret. There I'm just playing 12 to 15, you know, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think live actually he used to just make some noise there. And then 18th fret, where's that? Here. So do stuff like that. Around the verse and the bridge again, and then the outro is basically this 8 times. 8 times to that, and then you end with... And you folks are done. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you soon.